Boo! Hello!
Yep.
Yes, indeed. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to Sushi Live. I'm sitting over here today. I hope you don't mind. Just, thought I would mix it up a little bit. How y'all doing? Welcome on in. Sushi out of place? Yeah, a little bit. I do have to adjust to where the camera is.
Did you see the Warhammer stream?
The what? The who? The what? There's a war? There's a stream? I'm so confused. No, I did not. I thought I would mix it up and sit over here, but I don't know where the flippin' camera is. Are you here? You're here. Hi. Hi everyone. How is it going? We're almost to the weekend, if you can believe it or not. We're getting there. We absolutely are. Hello Druss, welcome on in. Hello Albie. I see you lost Moth. Welcome on in. How's it going? So today I was gonna do some Oblivion remaster. That is unfortunately been put on hold. I apologize. Poor planning on my part a little bit. I kind of underestimated how big modern games are. So I didn't have time to download it. It's like 130 something gigs, I think, to download. So yeah, my bad. I should have thought about it, but I thought, Oblivion. How big could it be? Like the original was like what, 10 with all the expansions? I didn't expect that it would be like 100% bigger in size. So again, my apologies. We'll get around to it. Maybe I'll do a bonus stream this weekend if I feel up to it, and we'll play some of it then. Or we'll get around to it next week. We'll see how it goes. So today, I am dipping back into a classic, and one of the reasons is that I've actually been in the mood to do this. Power Wash Simulator. Yes! I realize it's not quite an action-packed adventure, but I'm eager to power wash and chit-chat, so that's what we're doing today. And as you all know, this is a great opportunity to ask dragons questions, but also, since I had a little bit of time, I came up with a little gimmick for today. So in fact, you're gonna be answering questions as well. If there's ever any dead air, then I'm gonna point the camera at you, and you get to answer some questions.
Question number 1, can I have a chippy?
Yeah, maybe. Can I do that from this spot? Surely I can, right? Where do I feed this then? Okay. Yeah, that works. I'm still learning new things about my own setup. I have not tested this to its full ability.
Question number 2, can I have 2 chippy?
Well, one is enough. Invisible kobold in front of sushi. Oh yeah. Well, technically, it's actually, not to get too technical here, but technically, it's a collider zone that I've put in front of me, and it's called a chat mouth in Unity. So the equivalent of your mouth is actually a big rectangle that is just a wall in front of me. So that way, if I want to feed you guys chips, originally it was for me to eat only, but I decided it's more fun to give it to you guys. So I just put a big collider right in front of me, so I can just reach straight ahead and hopefully I can stick it into your gob. Yeah, it's something. It's something. Being a VTuber sure is something. Are you telling me that we can eat a dragon? Well, that did
Question
happen
number
once.
3, what is the airspeed velocity of an unladen swallow?
I'm gonna say 12, and I do have a physics degree. Sort of. Well, physics is part of my degree.
Do rice chippies count as real chippies?
I have a game physics degree. So, I'm gonna stick to 12. It's good. Hey, let's jump over to Power Wash Sim and actually get started with this. Because chat is already just asking questions to themselves. I actually have something implemented, a feature for you, so you don't have to do any hard thinking. Okay, here we go. A power wash sim. It's coming up. Stick around. Have a seat on the couch. I'll meet you over there. Let me slide down. Sushi hasn't seen Monty Python. I have. No, I know where the joke is from. I know. So, let's see. I'm just gonna start it off wherever we left off. I guess, this was during Shenmue, right? Do you remember this? Do you remember we had a meltdown stream, when we first got to the harbor section in Shenmue? And, in the middle, because we had to wait a whole in-game day, I started power washing. Do you remember this? Maybe only I remember this. Anyway, this is what we were working on then, so we'll pick it up from there. We do need some music, though. So, let's hit it. Hit it, Johnny! Hopefully, this is a good volume level. Do let me know. And why don't we kick it off with a question for you guys? Let's see what we got. Get a personal robot. What would you make it do? Alright, there's your question. This is a list of something like 500 random questions I've gathered. You will get a different one every time. Your chores? Solid. Nothing, says MDL. I enjoy doing things myself, no matter how mundane. My job. Yeah, me too. If I had a robot, I would just have the robot stream, and I would just kick back and, what would I even do? No, that would be murder. I like streaming. I like my job. I don't think I would like that. Trade stonks. Fair enough. Robot Dragon, it's not the same. Paul says, keep my balcony clean of pigeon shit. Wow. How demeaning. How demeaning for the robot. We have a new life form. Okay? We've invented a new life form. We can do all cool sorts of cool things with it. And you put it to work cleaning pigeon shit exclusively on the balcony. My god. Sorry, I just watched some TNG and I happened to just have watched Measure of a Man, which is about android rights in the future. So, I guess that's fresh on my mind. Much easier for the robot to get sanitized afterwards. I guess so. One of the best episodes? I think so too. I love my Star Trek. I have to clean my holes. Thing is filthy. How am I doing? I'm doing great. How about you? Welcome on in. We are just power washing and kicking back today. How are things? Make the robot change my bed covers, because I hate doing it. Hey, me too. I am bad at making the bed. And so I never do. It's okay, the only person who has to sleep in my bed is me, usually. Alright, now chat, it's your turn to ask me a question, okay? I asked you a question. It was an interesting one, interesting first question. Give me one. Give me one back. This is a trade we're doing here today. The back and forth, okay?
height?
That's not a question. How many dragons can I hug in one day?
Yeah, all honor.
50,000. Also, I don't know what that means, Pistachian. You could be in a band. Which one would it be? I would be in the Sushi Fur band, and it's just me, and I play the cowbell. Maybe. I don't think I would work well in a band. Okay, well, some good questions. I'll pass one along back to you. Let's see what we get. Some of these might be terrible, by the way. Expect the worst. Question for chat coming up. What is the dumbest argument you have ever had? I actually have an answer for this one, but I am not chat, so I will shut the hell up. A moment. Yeah, Postpal beat me to it. Oven tray. The only heated argument I feel like I've had with Postpal is we argued about which oven tray rack is the one in the middle. Because most ovens have four sections for racks, right? And the recipe we were doing, it called for the oven tray to be in the middle. And to me, the middle one is 1, 2 up from the bottom, whereas Postpal says it's 1, 2 down from the top. So we actually had kind of a heated argument. And that's the closest we've gotten to fighting about anything, so it's a good sign. I was so right, you were so wrong. Start from the bottom, obviously. Obviously. Crocodilian says whether a hard-boiled egg or a fried egg is easier to cook. Fried. Definitely fried. Hillin says old roommate kept slamming doors in the middle of the night. When I told him to stop, he said, "You can't close doors without slamming them." That's a good one. I think I've had that argument with some friends growing up. I had a friend who used to do that because they would just slam their doors at home. So whenever he was visiting, he would slam the door at our house, and my mom got so mad. Some people just don't know how to close doors. They slam them. It's true. See, mine was with my mother. It was about whether when lightning hits a car, does it travel through the rubber wheel? Aha. What was the argument against it? I need to put down a ladder. This one's frustrating to do, actually. Can't reach anything. Alright. Just gonna stand on top of the blades, maybe? Yeah, we'll stand up here. Stand up here. There was no argument against it, she just didn't believe me. Interesting. Okay, chat, I'll give you one more. Question for you. Do you prefer realistic Toonie or abstract persona designs? Huh. Have to think about that one for a second. Depends, says Ergun. So, the general consensus seems to be towards Toonie. I think that's for Eileen as well. To be honest. It depends on what you're doing, I guess. If you have a bunch of characters for a world building thing, then maybe realistic is more interesting. But in general, I think I lean towards anything that's jokey and humoristic. So, Toonie leans itself well to that, I feel like. Realistic can easily get uncanny. True. I always like Toonie. Yeah. Realistic is a gamble. You see that? Launch straight into Uncanny Valley if you're not careful. One more for you. The next one has to be for me, though. The strangest dream job that you've imagined is the next question. Dream job. Kind of a strangely phrased question, to be honest. I think I know what it's saying. Like, if anything could be a job, what would you realistically choose? Crash into things and get paid? What, you want to be a crash test dummy for a living? Okay. Lomadio, welcome on in. I'm asking chat questions today. I think it's a difficult question because I think a lot of people have a hard time figuring out what they want to do for a job as is, really. I think everyone goes through that phase, and then you end up just kind of falling into something. Even if you have a specific path education-wise, oftentimes you just land a job somewhere, and then that becomes the direction it takes you in. Just being a first at Make Your Count, I think that's a great answer. I would want to be a historian in mathematics. Whoa. I like it. It's niche. Pretty niche. But also pretty important. We've had some discussions about this. How it's usually the end product, if you will, that gets sort of packaged up and remembered the most about maths. The one usually documents the whole history of coming to that conclusion, what problems led to that discussion in the first place. You can see it. You can see it. Chris says, I honestly don't know. I just want to do something a bit more technical and less front-facing. Yeah, that's where I land as well. Besides the fact that I've ended up having this as my job, and again, that was never the plan, really. It just happened. Kind of just fell into it, and then happened to really like it. In general, anything that's customer service based, I just can't stand. Too introverted, drains my energy right away. So I usually like being behind the scenes. I get a choice. Okay, chat, you gotta serve back, okay? Now it's time for a question for me. Ask me something. Why dragons? Because they're man's oldest mythological creature. As far back as we have records, there are depictions of things that could be considered dragons. So I find them insanely interesting from a historical standpoint. And I also love just the concept of an imaginary creature. Imaginary being that is just vaguely based on things that exist in reality, but, you know, still very much part of the imagination. Find it very attractive as it's a thing that has no strict limitations on what you can do with it. No one owns dragons, so you can say that, you know, any sort of hybrid is your interpretation of a dragon. A lot of freedom. A lot of freedom when it comes to design. Why did I move to the United Kingdom? Because I didn't like the place I grew up in, Dilemma. It's kind of opposite from what I had growing up. I grew up in the countryside. Very super rural area. Small town, it's the closest thing, and I just found it hard to make friends. Not that I didn't have, like, acquaintances I would hang out with and stuff like that, but found it hard to find friends that really connect with me on more personal levels, I suppose you could say. Like, I've always been pretty likable and always been pretty good at making friends, but I missed especially, like, having queer people in my life. There was not much of that where I grew up, so for me it was hard at times having no one I could really express myself to or completely relate to. So I took a chance on going out into the big world and moving to London specifically, which is the opposite of what I had growing up, which is pretty common, I think. A lot of people seek out the opposite of what you have starting out in life. Why the UK over any other country? Because I know it had used to have a lot of programs for games development. That was my excuse to be able to do it, was to go there and study game design. And the UK is one of those places that has the most universities for that kind of thing. And also, I had a lot of friends from, you know, my online presence I had in the UK, so it seemed like a good place to me, and I've always liked London. Johnny says, sorry you ended up in London. Yeah. So everyone who lives outside of London says that, but I think it's pretty good. I've never had a problem with London. Far worse places to be in the UK. I guess I can add to that, like, why have I stayed for all of these years? Well, now that I run my own business, I don't see myself being able to do that from Norway because the tax rate is so high. Weird thing about Norway is, like, the taxes are like 50%, right? And usually the salary you get if you live there is reflective of that. So you make a lot more money and you're taxed a lot more. So it kind of equals out in that sense. That wouldn't work with an internet business. Because if everyone else who, you know, supports me online is not based in Norway, then that is not going to be on equal ground. So I would just lose most of my income, really. So that's why I've stayed. And if I am to move, then it's probably going to be a country with, you know, tax rates no higher than 30% would be good. I think, if I'm going to keep doing this, that is. Okay, question back for you. Let's see. Something you're weirdly competitive about. Okay. You got anything, Chad? would say for me, the thing that comes to mind is just specific video games. If I really go through like a phase where I'm super into a specific video game that's multiplayer, then get to a point where I get pretty competitive and a little bit enraged if I hit my skill ceiling and I can't progress. It's the closest I can think of, really. Besides that, I'm a big believer in working together to make something possible, and to make it as good for as many people as possible. Ultra kill for me. I'm a competitive cooker. I will cook until my friends are happy. But who are you competing against, Nikki? Because that would just be you, right? Hello, Blazing. How you doing today? Okay, so not really any strong opinions for this one. Let's throw another in. Next question. If you were in a talent show, what would your act be? I'll let chat answer first. Roaring. Good. Falling over like a Gary Smod ragdoll. Okay. Like it. Do a sick cartwheel. I think I would probably attempt singing. I don't have the most range anymore. I used to have like an insane range before I hit puberty. And I used to do a lot of singing in church and stuff like that. But that's probably still what I would go for. I feel like if I have time to practice, I could really nail a song. That or maybe jokes. I don't know if I'm funny at the end of the day, but I like coming up with jokes. Love to do another stand-up in VR chat soon. That was so much fun the first time. Stackian says, I'm a magician. When someone wants my help with a computer problem suddenly disappears. Wow, live tech support. Now we're talking. Some dust off. Start by getting some dust off the piano. It's cool. What would you play though? Let's get one more question for chat before we ping pong back to me. What movie can you quote word for word? None of them. Come on, someone's gotta have something. Spaceballs. For me, I'm gonna say The Room. Just because I've watched that so many times, and maybe maybe Train Spotting. That's also one that I really liked over the years. It's got a lot of good quotes. Airplane, that's a good one, that's a good one. Holy Grail. think Monty Python got a little bit ruined for me. Because in upper secondary school, I had one classmate who would just like take any opportunity to quote Monty Python. It's like, I used to like their show, I used to like their movies, but when you get like the jokes regurgitated to you too many times, then yeah, it kind of spoils it a little bit. Or if someone tells it in a way it's not funny anymore, like they do a really bad job of telling it, and then it just lands flat. Eh. What's it like to be a professional furry? That's a good question. I like that. It's interesting. It's different. It's well, I have to, focus on a lot of things that a lot of streamers generally put time and effort into. At the same time, you do also have to appeal to a different audience. And that is something you learn with time, is that furries are generally interested in different things for streams than others. And also have slightly different priorities. I find that furries generally are very social, and they want streams where they can chit-chat a lot of the time. And also, they need ways to sort of directly interact with the streamer. A lot of channel points, redeems, stuff like that really takes off in the furry fandom. So I would say interaction both ways is a pretty unique thing. Besides that, it's a lot of work on one side and a lot of freedom on the other. You do have to be a really good self-motivator to be able to do this for a living. Because, as you know, there's not many times I actually take time off from the streams. You have to be very consistent, to do it often, and try not to cancel too much. And stick to the schedule you promised, or you're just not gonna have ends meeting. So even though I could slack off a lot, I try not to. Is what I'm saying. What is a musical instrument that you would like to learn how to play? I'm gonna say piano or keyboard. It's one that I just would like to get back to. If I didn't just have my hands full of things at the moment that I want to learn, then yeah, I'd buy myself a little keyboard and start practicing on that. And specifically just memorizing melodies and playing them back. That's where I'm good with music. I tend to be pretty good at memorizing how a song sounds and is constructed. Especially video game music is a good starting point. Chiptunes and the like you can very easily pick apart if you have a good ear. And I love doing that and then trying to just memorize the song without even knowing the notes, really. Mike says I would like to learn drums. Drums is cool too. Really, really physically hard though. I have some friends who play drums and they are tough as all hell. I feel like being a streamer is a good ADHD job. Maybe. Yeah, maybe. Now that you mention it. Yeah, I do know a lot of streamers who have something like that. I have OCD, so that's my thing. Maybe you're right. If you learn an instrument, you should learn a little music theory. Oh, sure. But I also think it's fine to want to learn a new skill or hobby without necessarily having to take it to a more professional level, and I think that's what I would like to do with music. Like, I have no intent to play this in front of anyone. I just really like the process of sitting down and bashing out a few songs. So I don't know. To me, there's a certain satisfaction from just picking up things as you go on your own as well. Depends on what you're trying to achieve. Oh. Why is this game, being chugs down today? It's so weird. What is your tip to fight depression? That is almost impossible question to answer, I feel like, because everyone's situation is different. I would say try to build up the courage to seek help. Find out what your specific problems are, where you get stuck, and then try to seek out someone who will help you with those specific problems. Is my best general advice that I can give. But I will also say that you live with anxiety, depression. Time is also a major factor, time and experiences. For me, it's definitely gotten easier over time because I can recognize the telltale signs of depression and anxiety. I know when it's my brain being stinky. And so if I can recognize it, I can, more easily shut it down and ignore it a little bit. But, in either case, always good to seek out professional help. That is my recommendation. What would you give as a tip to get better at speaking? My tip for learning any skill is just do the thing a lot. There is no getting around it. You just have to do it a lot. And be a little bit analytical as you go. Be able to pick up on things you yourself would like to see improvement on. You can always ask others for feedback as well, but just keep at it. Hopefully over time you will see a direction that sort of pleases you to take it in. I was a terrible public speaker before I started streaming. I think I've gotten better over time. By no means am I a good public speaker, but better. And so just by doing it a lot, forcing myself to stream a lot, I've gotten to this point where I'm at least comfortable with it. But yeah, screw up any skill. You want to get good at drawing? Draw. There's no magic tricks you can get that will just instantly solve problems. You still have to sit down and do the work. Same with an instrument, same with speaking, same with streaming, same with dancing. Just gotta do it. I guess one piece of advice I can give in terms of that is I tend to follow the Seinfeld method, which he was always famous for. That his goal was always to write a single joke every single day. Even if it's a bad joke, even if it doesn't stick, just work it into your routine, and no matter what, just make some time for it. In a single day, every single day. Alright, let's fling some questions back to chat. It's the worst date you've ever been on. Never been on a date. Well, someone has. Someone has. There has to be at least one person in chat who's been on a date. There has to be. Have I been on a date? Yeah, plenty. I have. I'm trying to think of bad dates. I can't really think of anything that went terribly wrong. I think I'm pretty agreeable as a potential romantic interest, and I'm always trying to be nice. So nothing that really stands out to me as having been terrible. And if there's moments of awkwardness and embarrassment, I find that kind of cute. I look back at it kind of fondly. Because we all have that at some point. Once went on a grinder date, says Boss Pal. Guy looked nothing like his picture. Then a few months later, after I ghosted him, he
Sounds
started
like you
attending
need
the
to
same
take all
uni as
your
me.
kobolds on a date.
Oh shit. I actually have in the past. Chat, do you remember this? On one of the Valentine's days, like 2 years back or something, I had set up a whole Valentine's stream where it was you and me on a date. So I was sitting on one end of a table, you were sitting on the other. And I even had like channel points redeems and stuff like that where you could have food and drinks delivered to the table. Man, I did some pretty funky stuff. I actually still really like that as a stream gimmick. So, if it wasn't for the fact that my partner's birthday is on Valentine's, I might still be doing a lot of Valentine's streams on that day. But alas, I have to be there for my partner. It's a double. It's a birthday and Valentine's. So I have no excuse, okay? No excuse. One date before Scorpia I went on turned out to be a furry. Or we knew. They knew an IRL friend of mine and she immediately denied it was a date when we met up. Oh man. Date denial. I'm gonna fling another question your way. Let's see. If your personality were a drink, what would it be? Essentially what I'm asking here, chat, is, you were a drink, what would you taste like? No. If I drank you, should I go to the hospital? Would it be toxic in nature? Mojito. Green tea with ice and no sugar. I like it. Pina colada. I'm gonna say gin and tonic as well. It's my favorite drink. And that's me sometimes. Something a bit plain. I can be very boring. Is my thing. I like a lot of mundane things. I don't know. Banana milkshake. Great tea will taste like coffee. Oh. Speaking of coffee, I'm gonna have some. Okay. That was kind of a silly gimmicky one. You get one more. Your mood today were a weather forecast. What would it be? Oh, okay. I see. So describe how you feel today as a form of weather. Overcast with a heavy chance of napping. Fair play. Sunny, few clouds, and a light breeze. Slight rain. Aw. Well, I like rain, so. It's been a bit dry over here again. I'll take any rain we can get. Ow. Okay, now chat, you know the transaction here, okay? Now it's your turn to ask me something. Back and forth. Trade offer, if you will. Where did I get my cool glasses? Amazon. I actually have a pair just like these IRL. In fact, I have 3 pair in different colors. Just like I do on my avatar. Which, let's see, how many do I have on this? Just a couple. Just a couple. Am I happy? Yes. On the whole, I'm gonna say yes. So, there are always challenges. Sure. Still grieving a bit after my dad died. There are days where it really gets me down. But in general, I feel like people are good to me. My family's been kind to me. And lately, life has also been pretty good to me. Haven't had to worry about bills for a little bit, and it's kind of been smooth sailing otherwise, which has been nice. So I'm satisfied with work and managing to make it work as a living. So that's always a time where I'm feeling pretty happy. Something you're excited for at the moment? Well, my wife is visiting for my birthday next week, so that's number 1 on my list. I am excited for KoboldCon later this year after summer. I think that's going to be huge. The last one I thought was a tremendous success, and excited to do it again this time. KoboldCon. It's a small community convention that we do just for our regulars. Don't know how many people have signed up thus far, but I think we were 50 plus last year. See how it goes. All right, I'm gonna serve back to you. Do you sing in the shower? That's an easy one, yes or no? I do. I do. Especially if Boss Pal is away for a bit. I tend to sing in the shower. As loud as I can. Just something about, the shower acoustics. They're good. Anything sounds good in the shower. Used to do it out loud, but since I moved back in with other people, I keep it in my head. Fair enough. Does depend on your living situation, doesn't it? I have my own little bathroom, so that means it's my domain, and I can sing as much as I want. Who's gonna stop me? Hello, Debo. How you doing today? What are we missing on this? Finicky bits and bobs. Question for me. Which is your favorite kobold? Really tricky question. But I'm gonna say the one I'm looking at right now. The one listening to this. The one who has a snoot full of dragon right now. Ah. Get in the box. Get in the box. Where all the grime is. There. Okay. One more from MDL, and I'm gonna serve a question for you. Where did you get your cool tie? This was for the last subathon I did, I'm pretty sure. I felt like, you know, we were celebrating, what is it, 3 years, 4 years of partner? So, you know, I had to dress up for the occasion, so a sparkly kobold tie. I made it. Now, for you. What is your favorite holiday? Any. Good answer. 420. Hot dog. Oh. Be gone. Be gone. Next question. Have you ever been obsessed with a random hobby? I'm gonna rephrase that. What is the weirdest hobby that you've had, like, short-term obsession with? Legos? Short term, yeah. Like, did you have a phase that didn't last super long? But for like a few weeks, maybe a couple of months, you were really into it. Archery, flute playing, baking. Aha. Collecting old typewriters. Cool. Video games lately. Collecting mugs. God, I don't even consciously have to do that. We always just end up with mugs all over the place. I don't know where they come from. cupboard that we store all of our mugs. It just keeps refilling. Fursuit crafting. Playing guitar. What is left from the landing gear? Joint. What is my oldest object? Interesting question. I think I have a couple of Viking coins, like copper ones. They're at my parents' house though, so I don't have them on me right now, but yeah, some Viking age like copper coins dug up in the fields next to my parents' house. Do I have a holiday village or city, like a place I always like to return to? I'm gonna say no. Besides, like, Nordic BuzzCon and Malmö, not really. I want something to be a little bit different every time I go on holiday. So even if it's the same country I've been to before, then slightly different location, usually. I want to experience something new. Alright, time for you. What flavor of ice cream would represent your soul? Wow. I guess this is where we find out how pure you are, Chad, okay? Have you sinned? What is the most sinful flavor? I was thinking that too. Like, something sinful, I feel like you can take it in two directions. Either it can be something that tastes bad, but that's not fun. So how about just something super extra? What about like salted caramel toffee ice cream with bits of chocolate mixed in? Sprinkles on top. Yeah, that's me. Salty and fruity and homosexual. Alright, what are we missing? Hydraulic pipes. Okay. Pipes, hydraulic pipes. Plenty of gunk in there. Water tank, tires, and landing gears. Water tank. You. Pineapple coconut. Whoa. Oh, that's a flavor. We are. I'll give you one more question. Something completely ordinary that you find interesting. My answer is going to be architecture. and houses. I'm just fascinated with living situations and living spaces. I am the kind of person who loves looking at house viewings and listings online and stuff like that. Hotels and... yeah. Dogs, life, rabbits, sleep. Radios. That's where it is. From above. Okay. Then tires. Gotta be close. We gotta be close. I saw it there. Yeah! There we go. Finally. Finally. This game, it always takes so long to finish up a job. Get this out of the way. In the meantime, here's one more question. Do you have or want a fursuit? It says. Want one, want one. Would like to have one, says Ray Tail. Want one, and most likely I'm gonna make one myself, says MDL. Want it. Want a partial. Have it. Waiting for mine. Have a partial. Want a full suit. Have one and keep improving it, says Brixie. Yeah, Brixie's an expert. I am very happy with mine. I think if I am gonna take it in any direction going forward, more like eyelids and stuff for expressions. For the most part, and accessories I enjoy. But I am over the moon with what I have. Not in the near future. If I get one, it would most likely be one of those Eastern partial suits. Okay. Cool. Hello, Salty. How's it going? Alright, one last question for you guys, and then you have to ping pong back to me, okay? So I have something to do too. What's the funniest way to dramatically quit a boring job? Right. Can we buy this time? Let's see. Heavy duty, professional duty. $5,000. We can almost afford it. Explosions. Oh, okay. What's the funniest way to quit a job that is legal? That's not gonna get you into jail for attempted manslaughter. quit on the busiest day. It's pretty good. Get up and leave in the middle of a meeting. Don't say anything, just never come back. I like it. I like it. It's like some psychological warfare there. Leave without telling them. Be a real pain. Graffiti is so annoying to clean. Use the tiny beam. 100 carrier pigeons with the note "I quit" along with your signature. Litter bomb. Pretty good. Make sure it's nice and anonymous. I'm gonna take a drink. Now, chat, it's your turn. Give me some questions while I find some more music. What is my most expensive hobby? I'm gonna have to say that's fursuiting as well. It's not expensive once you own a suit. But as a one-time investment, it sure is expensive. Besides that, I don't really have any expensive hobbies. Like, you could say streaming requires a certain amount of equipment, but that is my profession at this point. What is my second favorite ice cream flavor? Chocolate. Behind strawberry. Do you think I can win the Fluffiest Dragon of the Year award this year? Yes, absolutely. What is a random thing that's on your bucket list? I think go to Japan is up there. Do a sleeper train vacation along the length of Norway, so like a train where you have a little private room and stuff, and catering on board. Love to do that. Those are two things. What is my most recent obsession? My most recent obsession. I'm trying to think if it's a bigger obsession that turned into an interest, or if it's just something I like heavily researching in the moment. Because I might have smoked a little lettuce one time, not too long ago, and ended up watching like 2 documentaries about bees for some reason in the middle of the night. couldn't sleep. So I just put a documentary on my phone, and one led to two, and then a bunch of YouTube videos. Just bees. But again, that was after eating some healthy greens. So there you go. Hello, 4C. Welcome on in. Good to see you. How you doing today? I have a question for you, 4C, and the rest of chat. Here we go. What is your go-to dance when no one's watching? You have a go-to dance. Kind of hard without being able to show it. Nico Possum, yeah, I know the Nico Possum. Nico Possum is just like pump your fists down like this. That's it. Slight head bob. I do this. I do this from years and years of VTuber dancing, okay? It's like the range of my hand tracking. So it's something like this. Don't have a dance, but I do sing, says 4C. Okay, okay. That was a weird question. I'll give you another. You could live anywhere in the world. Where would you choose? Finland, says Mox. In my walls, says Coffee. Europe. But where in Europe is a bigger place than you might think? Any of the Nordic countries? Okay, okay. Germany. Yeah. Well, you kind of know where I'm gonna end up, probably. I'm aiming for Denmark. Wanting to buy a house there with the wife. So within a couple of years or something, that's probably what's gonna happen. Similar to Norway, except the taxes are not as hellish. So I can keep streaming for a living, the plan. I'm still doing that in 2 years' time, we'll see. Probably the UK. A lot of friends there. Here's one more. What would your soap opera name be? So I guess, like, if you were a character in a soap opera. Why can't I say opera? What would be the name of your character? Or the name of the show, whatever. However you interpret this. The Slacker. I might invest in some metal cleaner. Then spit. A chill guy. Let's see. It's the one from Simpsons. I'm gonna look this up. My name would be Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo. Classic. Hey, Joey Jojo Jr. Alright, metal cleaner. Coffee and beans. Rand Bevitor Dite. Yes. Would you rather never have to sleep or never have to eat? Woo! Both alternatives sound like torture to me, since I really enjoy both of those things. Never sleep. Yeah, that's probably where I lean to. I like food, but sleeping is probably my favorite hobby at the same time. Try and get all the difficult fence parts done this spray before we run out. Stuff's expensive. Thank you, JPR, for the follow. How you doing? Sushi, us beans from the US are usually made to feel guilty to sleep because workaholic culture. Yeah. Unfortunately, capitalism has spread further than just the States. So it's not the only place anymore where that is the case. Alright, one last before it's my turn. Your mood today? Oh, we got that one already. No. No good. Let's see. What's the worst fashion trend you secretly liked? Okay, we're gonna be testing your fashion sense, chat. Hello, Real Tomato. How's it going? I'm gonna say anything from the 90s. Then I do have days where I'm like, hey, that kind of slaps. Just in the moment, it looks kind of cool. But for the most part, yeah, anything from the 90s. It's just a mishmash of everything. Funky stuff from the 80s. There, let's see. A little bit on the garage gate, or it's fine. Fence post. That's the brick part. Socks with sandals. Yeah, that never really bothered me either. I'm fine with it. Socks with sandals. Sure, you get to air your feet while staying comfy with socks on. Fine by me. Okay, now it's your turn. Give me your juiciest, biggest, most calorie-dense questions. Have I tried the spaghetti chips yet? No. No, I have not. But we can do a taste test if you want to. I'll do it at the start of a cooking stream, perhaps. Could I drink a liter of oil for a $1 million? Sure. Why not? Favorite kind of sushi? Inari. Is a sushi in a pastry pocket. Any cons you're interested in? Nothing huge at the moment. I would love to try some more Scandinavian ones, smaller Scandinavian ones. Do I need glasses or are they just for the looks? I mean, they're sunglasses. It's to protect my eyes from light. I accept $1 for $2. Yeah. I'll take it. My tall, I am 181 centimeters. No, 182. Yeah, 182. 181, 182. Any countries you'd like to visit that you haven't been to? I'm gonna repeat Japan, definitely. And what else? Japan and... You know what, Finland? I've never been to Finland. I'm gonna put Finland on the list. Any more music recommendations for me? Gosh, Norwegian music? No, I'm not really the best person for it because I have not kept up with anything that's come out in, well, 12 years since I moved here. So I am afraid I am completely out of date. Am I Swedish? No. Did I ever dance to Caramel Dancing? Yes. Specifically, when I play VR chat. One of the custom songs I got down to a T. Kind of forces you to do the dance to win the level. It's good. I love when Beat Saber maps to that. Did I say Beat Saber or VR chat? I meant Beat Saber. Whoa! 4C with the £2
Too money it
donation.
is.
Thank you so much. That will be £1. No, kidding. Thanks so much, 4C. I appreciate it. Hope you're doing good. I did say VR chat. Yeah, my bad. I meant Beat Saber. And thank you to Squirrely and T-Roy for the follows. Much obliged. Okay. Question for chat. I'm gonna look at the sky so you can see it. What animal would you choose as your sidekick in an adventure? Right. A lot of people are gonna say dog, probably. Dragon. Kobold. Go, just making sure most of this is done. Dragon, kobold, raccoon, ferret, raven, dog, gun. Ferret is pretty good. Yeah, I could see myself picking a ferret. Okay, here's one more. What is something you're irrationally bad at? Thinker, right there. For me, it's baking. For some reason, I'm pretty good at cooking, terrible at baking. Just don't do it enough. Rhythm games, yeah, I can add myself to that as well. Dieting? Maybe dieting. Dieting. I'm bad at dieting. Because I love food. Communication. I think you're good at it, MDL. Never had any trouble talking to you. You do just fine. You're bad at partaking in Japan's parliament. Me too. That was my job, and then one day I just walked out without telling them. They never noticed. I have to reach over there. To do that, I think we need the upgrade, don't we? How else am I supposed to get it? I'm close. We already have the long extension. There's nothing. Maybe it's one we have to come back to after we finish another mission. Sort of reach that. Yeah. But we were playing Oblivion today. Yeah, I underestimated how big the game is compared to original Oblivion, so didn't have time to download it. It's my bad. I am foolish all around, but we'll get to it one of these days. I might do a bonus stream, or we'll stick it into next week. Oh, clown music? Get this off. Get this clown music off. Quiet. Tea or coffee? Easy. Easy. Coffee. Always coffee. Again, I don't find tea offensive. I can drink it, but if I have a choice, it's like between meat and seafood. Same thing. I'll always pick meat over seafood. Same with coffee and tea. I'll always pick coffee. Just like it so much more. So much that I just had a drink. No milk, no milk. I drink my coffee black. No sugar, no milk. Get that stuff out of there. No cream, no nothing. What about espresso drinks? Yeah, I do like an espresso. Espresso's good. Again, I can drink coffee with milk in it or sugar in it. It's fine, but it's not usually what I want out of a coffee. Like a Starbucks is always too sweet for me. It's more like drinking candy than drinking coffee. Okay, chat. Here's one for you. What's the longest rabbit hole you've fallen down online? Okay, now. I know we are all part of the furry fandom, so don't take that literally. Please, I beg of you. Gonna take it literally. I know. I could sense it. I could sense you typing, Slinky. How to set up a TF2 server. As someone who used to host a bunch of TF2 servers, I get where you're coming from. But I always really quite enjoyed it. Let's see, what's my biggest one? I'm gonna say the Metal Gear lore. That's like a hole I get stuck in whenever I think about Metal Gear. Happens like once every 6 months. Again, I can't sleep. I look up Metal Gear wiki on my phone. And then I read one article and it leads to 50 other articles. And I just get stuck in a loop. Even though I've played all the games, I sort of know it. It's just so much and everything is intertwined. So it just sends you in circles. It's great. Warhammer lore. Cool. Conspiracy theories. Yeah. Yeah, sometimes it can be fun to observe those. I think I have that with people who believe in ghosts and like ghost hunting shows and stuff like that. I don't believe in spirits myself at all, or a god or anything, but I love to immerse myself in it. I love to watch those shows or movies or documentaries and sort of like stay with that material until the moment I'm invested enough that it feels like a little bit of a reality I can lean into. And it's over the top and cheesy, yes. SCP? Minecraft mod packs. That's good. Yeah, that's good. I have a lot of friends who obsess over that stuff. I think that's me with Bethesda games.
Wipes.
Leo, thank you so much for 50 months of support. How you doing, bud? All right, let's get you one more question. Your persona and magical powers, what would they be? Now, Leo's gonna say something really silly. Here it comes. Here it comes. Ready for this? Being tidy. I guess technically my persona has powers. You consider this a power? That's it though. That's it though. I don't like designing characters that feel too powerful. It's like when I added fire, I was like, okay, then I need to nerf other aspects. He needs to be short. He needs to have no wings. So he's not actually a threat, if you will. It's more fun. Shape-shifting would be cool. Agreed. Alright, one more for you. Book or movie? Wow. Short and open question. Wow, a lot of book. I expected all movie. I'm definitely on the movie side of things. I don't read much, and it shows. Whereas I do watch a lot of movies. Movie, I don't read, same. I do a little bit, but not much. Way more movies. Used to read a lot, says Lord Jank. What about now? You ended your friendship with reading? there anything you would like to get up to this weekend? I think rest, to be completely honest. It's not been a crazy work week or anything, like, I mean, it's been all chill streams, but, yeah, since we had, you know, Sekko over last weekend, which was great fun and everything, I still feel like I haven't been able to completely catch up, since my father died. I need some me time. Hopefully that's not a weird thing to say. But I know since, you know, next weekend it's Hillland's gonna be over again, it's gonna be my birthday. So things will be poppin'. So now I think I just want a little bit of time in between to reflect a little. Happy 300th birthday, thank you so much. Good to just chill? Yeah, sometimes. That's what I want. Maybe cook something nice, but besides that, I don't want to overexert myself in the least. Okay, here's one for you. Your life were an anime. What would your transformation sequence look like? Oh boy. I have never watched an anime in my whole life, so I don't have anything here. Painful. Leo says, funny potion. Oops, I am donkey. Eeyore. It's great. That's what Leo sounds like, by the way. That was the perfect impression. Yeah, that was a weird one. I'm giving you a second. What animal would you... Done that? We've done that. We've done this. Arrgh. One more. Your most used made-up word. EP? Mine is probably Snoofy. That's what I call my my boyfriend. It's my combination of snooty and toothy. So it's like a big snout, big fangs sticking out. I don't know. Snoopy. Doinkler? Doinkler. Can I make a music request? No. I'm gonna say no for copyright reasons. I don't know which playlists will get claimed and which ones won't, so I'm staying with what I know is safe. Hog. Yeah, Pog is good. Pog is good. I do say Pog. Cobble. Some Kobold. Okay, one more good one. Let's see. What we got? You could give yourself a new birthday. Which date would you pick? Interesting. April 1st. Ah. I'm good with my date. Yeah, me too. Yeah, me too. 31st of May is obviously the best day ever because that's my birthday. So why would I want a different day? 31st is the best. It's my day. I'm sick of spinning around. I'm gonna go on the roof. '30th of February. Nice. How come you turned 29 this year and you turned 30 this year? Whoa. That just made my brain stop. Meant to write last year? For which one? Which one of them? You have to rewrite the whole thing. How come you turned 29 last year and you turned 30 this year? So I have a working theory. I think it's maybe due to the concept of time. But I'm not sure. Also, you know, you want funny number go up. If I've learned anything from social media. Please clean. No. You can't tell me what to do. I'm done cleaning just because you said so. You should send your theories into Oxford University. What does this mean? Like, just go over there and tell them? It's not that far. Yes. Okay. Loyalty cards are a thing? Yeah, they are. They are. I send out some stickers in the mail if you get all of them. I'm thinking maybe I should just make it not reset every month so people can keep their own streaks. I should do that. The only reason we're doing it this way currently is we always send out a bunch of stuff at the end of the month. It's good to kind of do it at the same time. Alright, question. What is... Wow, some of these are terrible. What is your persona's fashion style? Okay. I got my answer. Naked. Sometimes a tie. More serious answer. Upper body stuff is fine. A shirt, a t-shirt, a hoodie. No pants. I'm anti-pants, okay? Get those out of here. Get those out of here. Ants are fresh, and they are. I'm gonna give you one more because I hate that question, actually. What was your favorite cartoon growing up? Okay. Sushi not wear pants right now? You really want to know? Ed, Edd and Eddy. Oh, mine too. I love Ed, Edd and Eddy. It's like everything I love in a cartoon. You have really selfish characters who always get what's coming to them at the end. You have schemes and inventions, which I was always like huge on. I loved coming up with little thingies, little inventions you can make out of household objects, stuff like that as a kid. Let's see, a lot of slapstick, very over the top. It's good. It's good. SpongeBob. Gravity Falls. Ben 10. Whoa. I really am getting old. Who the hell is Ben? Do I have a tip on how to figure out a name for a new persona? I've been struggling with that recently. I hate this song. Every time you play the Rugrats theme, I hate it more and more. I hope you know this. It's like a status effect, and it stacks. To answer your question, Mike, I really like food names. I think food names are really fun. But that's because I love foods. You might not be in the same position. Besides that, recently I've been thinking about, like, Viking names are pretty fun. You look up a list of Viking names. You might even have one on the ready. Let's see. And Rugrats. Yeah, I should. Let's see. You get, like, a good list. I've considered a food name, but I still don't know which food. What about It has to be something a little bit of your personality attached, like something you like at least. Maybe something that's from your culture. Something that sounds cute. It's mostly what I went with for sushi. It's a bit like bubblegummy and fun. Cutesy name. Name your persona spaghetti chips. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay, here comes one for you guys. What is your favorite way to waste time? Don't say my stream. I will cry. Video games? I honestly don't game much outside of the streams anymore. Recently I've done a little bit of 7 Days to Die, just because I really enjoy the gameplay loop in that. That's the equivalent of Minecraft. I do like 10-minute sessions, so not that much. Yeah, I don't... Not as much video games anymore for me when it comes to killing time on my own. Or movies. There's a lot of movies. Comic books. Ah. I actually found a box of comic books from when I grew up. I used to have all the Donald Duck comics. For some reason, Donald Duck specifically is huge in the Scandinavian countries, and there's still a comic book that comes out every week or something. So, just buy those in any stores. I used to have a subscription and collect them, and I found a big old case in our garage. So I might take those over to the UK at some point. Reread them. Just for kicks. Did I play the Spyro games? Yes. Well, sorta. I streamed all of the first Spyro, and then started with the second one, and I thought the second one was really not that interesting compared to the first. I dropped it like a bag of stinky laundry. But the first one, I think, is perfection. It's great. Second one is decent. For me, it was like when I streamed the start of that game too, and it was just like minigame after minigame after minigame, and I was like, this is kind of a trope that a lot of platforming games around that time sort of fell into. I remember that with Banjo-Tooie as well, had so many like minigames all of a sudden, and well, I was probably okay with it back then, and when I was going back to play a lot of older platforming games, not so much anymore. Kind of tires me out. I like the third one the most. It's fair, I've never played it. When you played Skyrim, did you never kill the dragons? Well, I mean, in default Skyrim, I'm pretty sure I did. The last times I played Skyrim, I just modded it to hell. Specifically because I find the whole not safe for work scene very interesting. It's the game with the most like horny mods in existence ever. So the last few times I've played it, it's been specifically just to check out all the things that comes out of that scene. And in those cases, yeah, you get some other alternatives. Let's just say. Interesting. It is! It is! If you're into, like, NSFW gaming, then it's fascinating as all hell. Blade the dragons, no comment. But yes. But also no comment. Fairly clean, so the most NSFW game I've played is GTA 5. It's fair. I mean, I was kinda part of that scene a little bit. I mean, the game I worked on before I started streaming was not safe for work. Never, and it never, anything never, like, came of that, but, at the same time, like, I have experience there. I have a lot of friends in that scene still who, you know, make porn games for a living. I think it's rad as all hell. I was a game developer, yes. I am a game developer by trade, technically. Worked on Half-Life 3? I did. Then I felt like, boring, and I cancelled it, so. Yeah, that was all me. Almost fell down. Did I also help with designs for Viper and Ivy in Deadlock? I don't even know what that is. What the fuck is the Deadlock? I assume it's some sort of a game. Is that the Valve thing? Valve Shooter MOBA. Yeah, I don't know that. It's good, it made me rage like I'm 12 again. Yeah. I probably saw it like once or twice on Steam and then just like shrugged and moved on. I think I'm just so done with big multiplayer shooters. It used to be my everything at one point. Had the world's longest Team Fortress 2 phase from 2007 to like 2013. And a bunch of other games, but now it just doesn't appeal to me anymore. I'm good. All right, chat. Question time. Late. What is the most satisfying sound in the world? What is the most satisfying sound in the world? I think, like, uncorking a wine bottle. Like, squeak and then pop is satisfying. That's my pick. Cracking open a cold one.
Club.
Lap. You are out of touch, elite. You have a point. Yeah. I'm always guzzling wine, you know me. My fancy vintage wines, i.e. 10-pound Snoop Dogg red wine bottle that's always on sale from Tesco, yes. Part of my fine collection. Show beans! I can do that. I can do that. Hey, I'm back. Can I show my butt? No. Not here. Can elsewhere, just not here. Show teeth. Got a question. What are you getting for snacks tomorrow? Oh shit. I haven't even thought about snacks this time around. It doesn't feel like a Thursday to me for some reason. So I haven't quite gotten there yet. I haven't been too snacky this week. I've been pretty good. Okay, here's one more. If your life had a laugh track, when would it play the most? Oh, I like this one. That's good, that's good. Well, chat. Your new life. Welcome to your new life. Every social interaction. Oh. Be nice to yourself, Mike. You do great. You do great. Okay. One less abstract one, perhaps. Have you ever tried to give yourself a cool nickname? I thought that was gonna lead somewhere else, and I panicked for a hot second there. Have you ever tried to give yourself a cool nickname? You have a few? Okay, let's hear them. All not cool enough for you? That's what I'm thinking. Everyone's using their nicknames right now. Surely. Hello, Spiky. Welcome on in. We are power washing today. Thank you so much for the raid. And the best part is I'm throwing randomized questions at you guys. So, why don't we start there with a question for Spiky and the Raiders. Here we go. If you were a kitchen utensil, what would you be? Thank you, Brizza, for 36 months. Spoon, spork, spoon, toaster. Knife. A whisk. Ooh. A wok. Wooden cutting board. Garlic press. Okay. Kind of on board with garlic press. Maybe I'd be a grater. When I say a grater, I'm gonna be a grater. I'm gonna shred some cheese. Spatulas are pretty sick. You know? Can do cool flips. All right, one more. You could give your inner child a pep talk. What would you say? So it's like pass down advice to yourself from the past, etc., etc. Do it. Shut up. Yeah, fair enough. I think I would say take more chances, is what I would tell myself from the past. There's no change in your life comes unless you're willing to take a chance on change in some way. Plenty of times where I feel like I've been so stuck in life, and then I was just too scared to make a move, if that makes sense. Maybe do a backflip. Yeah, that's a good one. You could speak to your 10-year-old self. Tell them to do a backflip. That's solid advice all around. Thank you, Shadow, for the follow. I appreciate that. How you doing? And one more, and then it's your turn. Ask a question my way. One last one. What's the last thing that you Googled? Okay, no one say like, I use DuckDuckGo. I don't use Google. You know what the question means. Next question. Funny guy. Well, I'm Dracula. I don't like to be tracked online. Sim social score minus icon. Yes, it's good, it's good. Transformers. What is an anagram? I googled where the nearest Arby's is. God, should I look up mine? I'm a little scared. What if it's something absolutely terrible? No, it's gonna be a Unity question. I worked on game dev stuff today. Let's see. Today. Google. Hang on. I'm scrolling. Unity display lists in Inspector was my last Google query. Because I made a complicated abstract class. And I was like, how do I expose this to the Inspector again? That was it. The answer, of course, is to add the serialization tag, so... just in case any of you were wondering at home. I'm sure you are. Wi-Fi doorbell was my last Google question. It's as good as any. In C#, when in doubt, apply serialization. Yeah, I love C#. Programming language made for lazy people like myself, mostly me. Can you believe that the first programming language I started with was C++? At some point in my life, I was actually respectable. And then I discovered C# and I was like, okay, I'm never going back to pointers. Goodbye. Goodbye. Visual Basic first for me. Pascal. Scratch. My first was C++, actually doing some of it recently at work. Yeah. I think the last time I did anything C++ is some Unreal Engine stuff, but that's been a hot second. That was my last job where I was employed by someone. And that's been a while at this point. I can't believe the pandemic was like 50 million years ago. Crazy. Crazy. Have a good night, Brixie. You take care. You're employed by chat? I am, yeah. You're all my shareholders. This is fact. One bit is one share, okay? Oh, this level is a nightmare. It's gonna take me forever. See if I can buy some cleaning liquid. You can stop the carousel. Yeah, I think you can press the button. Or some plastic cleaner. I don't know if that's what it is, but we'll find out, won't we? Metal. It's of metal and plastic. The horses are plastic. Okay, chat. Why don't I ask the question for once? What are you guys doing this weekend? Got anything exciting happening? Besides community night tomorrow, of course, at 9 o'clock BST. Gamer-themed trivia night. Oh my god. That reminds me. Can I tell a little stupid story? So, I used to do a lot of work for Red Bull, right? I've talked about this before. But towards the end of that era of my career, I did work on a TV show that was all about bringing a bunch of Twitch streamers on as guests. And so you would have all these challenges and stuff like that with like a handful, like 5 different streamers from the UK. And for one of the segments, I was in charge of writing trivia questions. It's like spin the wheel or something, and if you land on this or that, then you get a specific gaming related question. And I ended up getting told off by my producer because he said the questions were too difficult. Because none of these streamers got any of these questions. And can I just tell you, like, the questions were akin to, like, what is Mario's brother called? And, like no one was able to raise a hand and get this. So I guess the reason was that all these people were, like, specific game streamers. Like, they were all into, like, FIFA or something, or, like, World of Warcraft. Like, really into, like, super specific games. But to the point where they couldn't get, like, general trivia. And at the end, I got told off. For making my questions too difficult. Questions like, yeah, who was Mario's rival in the 90s? He's blue, he's fast. Who could it be? One I remember, actually, the classic. This is a classic one. I asked, what is the main character in The Legend of Zelda called? And the girl, of course, answered Zelda. Classic. Okay, let's see. So this is all metal, is it? What were you even meant to ask in this case? Well, the thing is, like, the producer was also not a gamer. That's why I was put in charge of it, right? Because I know video games. So I was put in charge of it, and I felt like, okay, I'll ask some pretty basic, like, questions. Something that most people would be able to answer, irrelevant of which genre they're most into. I went for, you know, like the most basic questions to me. And apparently that was too difficult still. Color is Sonic the Blue Hedgehog? Yeah. That's what it sort of devolved into. I had more difficult questions, of course. But we ended up having to just go for the super easy ones. And then still no one got it. You can do it, Sushi Man. I'm trying. Have another question. Let's see, if you had a catchphrase, what would it be? Oh, perfect. Slinky's gonna come up with a good one here. All eyes on Slinky, okay? I was gonna say wubba lubba dub dub. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, Slinky. It's weak to damage. Time for a solution. Release the beast. I decided to say, who am I to judge after ranting about something for 10 minutes? That's good. Deer time. I mean, I already have a catchphrase. Some of you will know this. Don't really say it much, but it's always my Discord status. Except not right now, but usually. Is it I'm sushiing out? Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. But it has to be with like reverb. Goes like this. Oh, jeez, I'm sushiing out. Oh. That's it. All right, you want more questions? Here. What is your spirit vegetable? Oh, that is beautifully stupid. Okay. Go for it. Everyone says potato. Okay. Radish. Brussels sprout. Come on. No carrots in chat. Come on. Cucumber. I'm a spring onion, okay? It's gonna be my answer. Okay, that was shite. Next. What species do you think gets overlooked in the furry fandom? Oh, finally. A decent furry fandom question. Okay. Roach. Dragons. I tend to agree, yeah, you should look at dragons. Geckos. Turtles. Honey badgers, centipedes. Rats. Bugsonas. I don't like bugs. I don't like bugs. So I can't vouch for bugs. Blobfish sonas? Yeah, good question. Where are the blobfishes? Blobfish fandom is dying. Please. Alright, any last takers? If not, then... Look awesome. Gosh, thank you. You too, though. You too, though. What is the silliest superstition that you've heard? Okay. Have a good think about this. deadliest superstition. Consoles ruin your CRT TVs. I've heard that one. Everything involving numerology. Okay, okay. I'm trying to think. So this is making me dizzy. I was gonna say, astrology, like star signs and stuff like that. I find that a little silly. But maybe that's just me. I think I've told this story on the stream before, but it's probably been ages at this point. One time I went to a house viewing in London, and the landlord was kinda nuts. Because the first thing she told me was that, like, well, why do you want to move here? And I'm like, because I'm looking for work in the area, and I need a place to live in order to be able to, you know, find employment. But I've been living here a long time, etc., etc. And she was like, okay, so you want to rent it without having a job. So for all I know, you're probably a drug trafficker. I'm like, oh geez, that escalated pretty fast. Okay. No, I am not a drug trafficker. I am honestly just looking for a job. And then she took me inside, and she was like, "Okay, so if you wanna rent this place, I should have left. I realized this now. I shouldn't have gone on this tour, but I was kind of a little bit suspicious, and I was like, okay, let's just get the viewing done and then get out of here. I'm not gonna go for this place. Like, this lady is a little bit out there." And so she showed me everything, and she was like, okay, I'm gonna do bi-weekly, if not weekly visits to make sure that you don't do anything to the place, like paint the walls or anything. And if you don't know the renting rules here, it's illegal for the landlord to just show up to your place without like a day's notice or anything like that. She claimed she was just gonna show up when I least expected it, to check that I wasn't up to anything sketchy. And so I was like, okay, that's a double whammy. I don't want to be harassed by a landlord if I'm living in this place, so I'm just gonna nope out. And then at the end of the viewing, she was like, okay, so are you still, you know, with all of my terms, are you still willing? Are you still interested? And I was like, yeah, sure. I'll send you an email. Wink, wink. And she was like, okay. Well, you know what? Maybe you're alright after all. Because, you know, I know your star sign. And you're born in May, so that means because of your star sign, you're actually kind of a trustful person. So I was like, okay. Yeah, that's the perfect icing on the cake. Goodbye. And that was it. That was the end of the viewing. The thing she said is she was getting into her car. Absolutely mental. The housing situation in this country is fucked, by the way. That is so fucked. I think this landlord told me that she originally bought the apartment for her daughter to live in as well, and she kicked her out because she didn't like her job or something. Okay. Yeah. All right. Kicked her out because she had bad vibes. Yeah. What a world. Have a question. Speaking of rent, what song lyric lives rent-free in your head? Now, I have my doubts about chat's ability to answer this, because people before said that they can't even remember a single song lyric, let alone lines from a movie, so it's gonna be interesting. Loads of money. For me, it's the Pizza Kids, because it's been our go-to like joke band forever. I'm gonna play a little bit of this. It's kind of a banger. All my friends know the Pizza Kids. In the morning, we like pizza. Every day, we like pizza. In the evening, anyway. Mozzarella and anchovy. Mozzarella and anchovy. So good, so good. Pizza Kids, when are you gonna make a comeback album? It's been 30 years. Please. Please. The world needs you. They're no longer kids. No, they're not. They're not. But I still think they should reunite. Speaking of songs that live rent-free in my head, no lyrics though. I love this song. Okay. Few more minutes of stream, so let's rapid fire questions. If you could make one rule everyone had to follow, what would it be? That's a pretty good one. I like this question. Everyone has to be nice to me. See? I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, just be fucking nice. Be nice, asshole. It's the rule. Dispose of your rubbish in the provided receptacle. I prepared my Pride Month emotes? Is that a requirement? Oh shit. No. Haven't. I do have an exciting announcement regarding Pride Month, but I can't say it yet. Can't say it yet. I'm under an NDA. I may not disclose it just yet. But it's pretty big. And it's not just gonna be for Pride Month, okay? It's gonna be a 1-year-long arrangement of some kind. All I can say. Pride kobolds, that could be fun. Some variations of the kobold cheer themes, maybe. Give them some flags. We do have some Pride kobold stickers on koboldshop.com. And check those out. Activision sponsorship only. Call of Duty streams from now on. Yeah, that's my big Pride Month announcement, everyone. For Pride, I am forever streaming Call of Duty. Correct. No, but I have a lot of things in the works lately. I have the Pride Month announcement. That one I can't say much about. We have the Sega sponsorship. Is hopefully soon gonna happen. Whenever the new Sonic game drops. And then I also have Surfshark is back. Yes. It's been a hot second, but Surfshark, they're back, baby. And we'll get something going with them. I am happy to have someone like Surfshark on board, because I actually use Surfshark. Mostly for my phone. But I use it when I travel abroad. When I was in Norway not too long ago, I used it to get my United Kingdom Netflix. I was getting peeved at the show selection in Norway, so... yeah, flip that switch, get the good stuff back on. When you download Skyrim mods? No, I don't care about that. 4C, I'm an adult. I can play all the porn games that I want to. Who's gonna stop me? Me. You try it. You try it, Buster. Wow. I'm getting dizzy. Getting dizzy from this level. I have a question. What would your villain name be? Okay. Evil Sushifer. Lucifer would be my name. Commander Coyote, no change. Interesting. Evil Jesus. Okay. I like it. lard tank. Wow. So evil. So evil. My son is a villain. Okay, okay. Fair then. Bryn Hair Arch. Is this true? Like, are hares just considered evil bunnies at this point? How? Some sweeping accusations being made. You have big eyes, and that makes you evil. See. They look evil. They look like they know too much. Okay, bada bing, bada boom. Next question. Your pet could talk. What would it say about you? Oh god. Does anyone here even have pets? You have to state the pet you have, okay? Your kitties. And what would they say? Damn, no takers, huh? It's kind of a fun question, I think. A cat would scream food. Can't think of anything? Damn. Wouldn't that be terrifying, though? Cats could just speak, and all they say is like, food! Food! Like, they're still kind of dumb. Alright, too difficult of a question, so here we go. Let's see. It's your favorite phrase in another language. Oh, God. I'm not gonna read any of these out. Arkele. What are we missing? Star on top is still filthy? What? Butter to the fish? Okay, that's the star. Anti-baby-pillen being a word in German blows my mind. Oh yeah. Norway kind of has the same thing, both Germanic languages, so you can just make compound words that last forever. It's great. Spire Ring. Oh, I see. go. Whole base. These things, yeah. Cats or dogs? Oh, okay, okay, okay. That's good, that's good. Cats, dogs, buffer, doggo, dogs. Too difficult? Yeah, I agree. I've always grown up with having both around the house. Always a dog, always cat. Get them all. Bull ring. Oh, is there a little ridge up there that I can't get to? Is that it? No. Before C. There we go. Whole ring cleaned. Cresting things. What the fuck is that? These things? Oh yeah. They're gunked up. If you could be a mythical creature, what would you be? I have a suggestion. I have a suggestion. Need to get the ladder. Red panda? No, you'd be a dragon. How old am I? Too old. Oh. About to be 30. Yeah, ancient. According to some. And not ancient according to others. Oh, please, I'm 33. Yeah, but you know how it is. I mention my age, and it's all relative, right? Someone's younger, they say, oh my god, you're so old. How are you still alive? If I say I'm old, then you have the people in their 30s saying, no, you're not. Shut up. Entire life is still ahead of me. I honestly don't worry. I don't worry about a thing. Besides back then, yes, that's good. That's good. Good shout. That I do worry about a lot. But you'll all get there. You'll all get there, my friends. You'll all be 28 and investing in foam rollers. Your time will come. And rotate the mouse wheel. Come on, Forsy.
Back.
$25 this year and terrified. Ah! It's gonna be okay. Try to worry less. Here's another piece of advice from me. Try to worry less if you can. I'm 22. Mike, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's nothing. I only started getting my shit together like when I was 23, 24. That's when I started to get a grip on some things, barely. So, you're younger than that. Like, you have nothing to complain about. Take your fucking time. You'll get there. Worry less in your 30s. Yeah. Lately, my worries include, I wish I was having more fun right now. So I have it pretty good. I have it pretty good. All things considered. I worry about having fun. I guess we have to use the ladder for the parts over here. Blah. Okay. Get a couple more in there. Your mood today were a household object. What kind of question? What the fuck, dude? I don't know. Any old thing? I'm a bed. Because I'm so soft. Soggy sponge. A hoodie. Oh. Okay. Restings. Is there one left that I missed? Surely. We will go ding. There we go. Okay, give us a good one. Give us a good one. What mythical creature would make for the best pet? Oh shit. Okay, don't say dragon. Say kobold or something. No. Dragons are their own masters, okay? Nonsense. Dragons are the best at pretty much everything. Well, true. They're not pets, though. That I know. As a professional dragon, I know this, okay? What am I looking for here? This? Map sucks, it really does. Last thing too. Coffee or tea? Aha! Do I have any plushies? I have some Brohais, sharks. And some plushies that chat bought me, actually. Some dragon plushies. Scattered around the house. God. Oh, brother. Where is this? Oh! Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. There we go. Worst map. Worst map ever. Nightmare map. Okay, we'll call it soon, but now I should be able to buy the super sexy upgrade, right? Professional duty guy. And then professional duty, we can get a long boy. Long boy. Okay, now we can go back to the fucking mayor's house and finish that up real quick. Sushi, thank you for streaming. You make a hard day better for me. Oh. I'm glad to be of service. I don't know what service streamers provide exactly. It's hard to pin down sometimes. But, I'm glad. If I can make just one of you happy, it's worth it. Alright, did I get the wrong long boy, or? May have bought for the wrong gun, I see, I see. It's incredibly annoying. Ah! Well, can I do another job to make some money then? Yeah, oh, this fucking thing, okay. Can do a little bit on this. Like this map? Yeah. This one takes ages, but I like it. I should do a fucking marathon stream where we just power wash. And we try to beat the game or something. I still to this day have not finished the game. I've gotten pretty far. Then I decided to restart at some point. Probably just so I could stream more of it. speed run? No, it's not what I'm saying. Interested in Power Wash 2? You know it. What is your favorite so bad it's good snack combo? Okay, okay. Kind of a weird snack combination. Oh, good question, good question. Spaghetti chips and pizza chips? Oh my god. I mean, I can think of like guilty pleasures. I can't think of anything super weird. I can think of guilty pleasures. For me, like some really, really hefty like burrito nachos, like tangy cheese or something. Then sprinkling mozzarella on top of those, microwaving them, and you have like a melty Dorito cheese nacho platter. Like that, so bad for you. So fucking bad for you. But yes, I love that. In fact, I made myself hungry just thinking about it. What is something weird that I like? I had chocolate with bacon once and it was good. I'm eating yogurt and chips right now? What? Yogurt and chips? It's a little weird. Are you like dunking them? No, I guess that's fine. I'm pretty sure I've had like creme fraiche or something with chips. I can see it. A weird, like, food thing that I imagine most of you have never had before is, like, brown cheese, which is pretty big in Norway. And if I ever do a chili con carne on a cooking stream again, I'm gonna incorporate some brown cheese into it. I think a lot of people think that's weird food. Brown cheese, it's tasty. Doesn't taste the way you think it does. It kinda tastes sweet. It's very caramelly. And it goes so well in a stew if you want like a rich flavor to it. Deep caramelization. Just add a wedge of that. And you got something cooking. I think most people would like it if they tried it. It's a weird Scandinavian food thing, though. Fictional food do you wish was real? Oh, I love the food questions. Fictional food. I mean, Cobalt, no. See, I'm not even into boar stuff. I don't care about boar. It's nothing for me. I can't even make that joke. I have to look this up. Do you know any fictional foods? I don't know any fictional foods. What a difficult question. Fictional foods. Scooby snacks. It's the first result. Krabby Patty is the second one. I mean, Krabby Patty is just a burger. A Scooby snack is just a dog treat. And none of this is really all that fictional. My favorite cheesy movie moments. Oh. Cheesy movie moment. I should be able to think of something here. Ricky.
Meow.
Yeah. I'm blanking on all of these questions. One more. Do I sing in the shower? Yes, we know that. We know that. We've done that. Oh! Oh, this is a banger. Okay, if you were flavor of Chippy, what flavor would you be? This should be fresh in your mind, considering we ranked 154 different flavors of chip just 2 days ago. Oh, I mean, I gotta say wasabi chips, though. Kind of spicy, you know? Burns a bit, but it's fun. Kind of exciting. Yeah, I'm going wasabi. Just salt. Peanuts. Peanut sauce. I could think of like peanut oil chips. It's the song playing currently. It is a mix from Jet Set Radio, I'm pretty sure. Hang on. I'm gonna look it up for you. 112. It's Technopathetic by Ollie King. It's some sort of mix. Chippy. There you go. Okay, last question, and then we're calling it quits, okay? We need a good one at the end. If this is bad, I'll re-roll it. No, we've basically answered this. Good sound. Another. Grrr! How dare you? How dare you? Again. Your laughter had a sound effect? What would it... Fucking terrible. Where did I get these from? Your laughter had a sound... Your laughter is a sound effect. What movie title best describes your love life? Okay, that's good. This is potential. I need to look up a list of movie titles. I like this one. This one is fun. Nope. I like Nope. That's good. Okay, so I got an IMDb list. And the number 1, it's called Top 500 Movies of All Time, and not just Hollywood blockbusters. It's a list created by a random guy, but the first title, number 1 on this list, is 400 Blows. So I'm gonna take that. That's gonna be mine. 400 Blows. I'm gonna go Notting Hill. That's good, that's good. Dirty Dozen, okay. Me, Myself, and I. I need a few more. This is a good one. It's possibly the best question we've gotten all day, so I'm gonna wait for chat to come up with a couple. Don't say Shrek or something, that'd be weird. Shrek 2. Die Hard. How to Train Your Dragon. Yeah, that's good, that's good. 6 shooter. Why is Die Hard so funny to me? There's so many implications that could come from that. I'm gonna go down the list. Oh, here's the good one. Man Bites Dog. Man Bites Dog. That's a good one. That's a freebie for you guys to take. Everywhere, everything, everywhere, all at once. That's good. That's good. I like it. Eddie Murphy Raw. All quiet on the Western Front. Snatch. Snatch. Layer cake? Can that work? Layer cake? No. 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 Field of Dreams. Analyze this. Maybe? The Longest Day. Let Him Have It? I haven't even heard of this movie. Just looking at a list. Belly? There's just a movie called Belly. 40-Year-Old Virgin. Yeah, classic. Thank you, Pedro, for the raid. How's it going? We're actually just about to wrap up here, but I appreciate you stopping on by. Thank you so much. How about chat? How about Limitless? How about Limitless? Eh? Or Or how about Transformers? You could say Transformers. This can apply to some of you, probably. Home Alone. I like it. I like it. I like it. You're onto something. You're onto something. Does Five Nights at Freddy's count? I guess so. I guess that's a movie. Toy Story for the Silicon Sculpture fans is good. It's good. Fast and the Furious. Ay, ay, ay. Too Fast, Too Furious. Oh my god. Yeah, I need one last good one. Dances with Wolves. There's also Big with Tom Hanks. How about just Hero? It's a good one. Hero. Alright. I really need to start, you know, toning it down here. We gotta go to bed, chat. Not together, separately. But we gotta go to bed. It's getting late. Man, today flew by. Sorry I couldn't do Oblivion today like I was planning on, but this turned out to be a nice replacement. I had a great time. What did you guys think of having this little button that asks you questions? I thought it was kind of great. If I can get like a million bajillion good questions, then I would love to do this gimmick again. When we have something a bit slow that we're playing. Get a bigger database, we do. But not bad for something I threw together in like 5 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Alright, let's do the Dragon's Hoard. I don't think we have had like a ton of donations today, but we can go check it out nonetheless. Let's do it. And then it's a weekend time for me. Woohoo! Oh.
Thank you for the stream, Sushi.
Aw,
I guess I have a voice now. Thank
You
you and
do.
love all of you.
you do. Yippee, Lord Tank. Aw, that turned out so nice. It's one of my favorite chat bolts thus far. Super neat. Thank you so much, everyone, for hanging out with me. I hope it was a great time despite the lack of Oblivion. I might do a bonus stream over the weekend where I actually do play some Oblivion Remastered. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how much I want to do and how much time I have. If not, then worst case, I'll be back on Sunday with some Dwarf Fortress, which should be another pretty chill game to stream. So I hope you'll tune on in then. In the meantime, Fridays, tomorrow, Community Night and VR Chat, as has been the case for every single Friday for the past 4 years. Still going strong. I was only able to dip in for a moment last week because I had guests over, but nonetheless, I saw that we were, around like 45 people. So that's really flippin' good, considering that I know a lot of people didn't have the chance to stop by last week. So, well, it's happening tomorrow. You're welcome to join on in if you want to make some friends. It's a great opportunity to do so. It's not going to be streamed, anything like that. It is purely just a social get-together with the community. So I hope to see you then. Before I go, here is our top sponsor for today. And it is both Leo and Brizza who subscribed. Thank you so much for your support. Love you guys. Thanks so much. We also have the Dragon Sword. Not too many contributions today, but let's have a look. We got in store. Leo, Brizza, Horsey with the £2. Thank you so much. Spiky with the raid. We have Pedro with the raid at the end, and then quite a few follows. Thank you so much for all of your support, chat. Any support is good support, and that includes follows or even just hanging out here in chat. That's it for today. Goodness, have I been having fun with the stream since I returned back to doing this. It feels good. I hope you're having fun as well, chat. I hope it's been a good time. With that, have a good rest of your Thursdays, and have a good Friday tomorrow and a good weekend if I don't catch you in community night. Wishing you all the best. Love you guys. I'll see you soon. Y'all take care. That's it for today. Good night. Okay, I want to raid someone new today. Someone I don't think we've raided before is Arador, who's doing some art stuff, a raffle, in fact. So go in there, go give them some support, go check out their cool art, and I'll catch you soon. Good night, folks.